Right, hi ladies. So today I decided to show you guys how I make my cloud bread. So here I've got 4 eggs. I'm going to use a few drops of stevia, liquid stevia. Just any type you have would do. I've got a tub of my cream of tartar, and you can get this off Amazon. I get mine in a bag and then I put them in these containers and label them. I've also got cream cheese. So this is the cream cheese I'm going to be using today, and I'm going to need about 4 tablespoons because I've got 4 eggs. So let's get prepping. So first I need to separate my 4 eggs. I'm going to put 4 egg yolks in here, and then I'm going to put the egg whites in this bowl. So we've got 2 bowls. This one's bigger and the egg whites go in the bigger bowl. Okay, so I'll do that and I'll be right back. Okay ladies, so I'm gonna take 3 tablespoons of cream cheese, and then I put it into the egg yolk. Yeah, so I've separated my eggs. Those are my egg yolks. So that's 1. Actually, sorry, I'm going to take 4 too. So I'm using 4 eggs. I just want to make enough. Oops. I want to make enough so that I can have them for later. So 3, and 4. Okay, so that goes into the egg yolks, and I'm going to set that aside. I'll whisk that later. And then into the egg whites goes just under a teaspoon, just under a teaspoon of cream of tartar. Next, a few drops of stevia goes into the egg yolks. So just a few drops goes into that bowl over there. So I'll do that later when I come to it. But for now, it's time to whisk. So I'm going to whisk my egg whites until they're very, very stiff. Stiff to the extent that you can turn the bowl upside down and it won't fall off. So I'm going to do that, start whisking it, and then I'll show you what it looks like at the end. Okay, right, so I finished whisking the egg whites and that's how it looks. You can see it's really frothy. I've put my bowl upside down, nothing's coming out here. So that's what you want to do. Okay, now I'm going to set this aside. Over here, bring over my egg yolks, scrape any excess off, and then I'm going to whisk my egg yolks with the cream cheese. Right, so I've whisked the egg yolks and this is how they look. They look really pale and very creamy, and they would have a froth on the top as well. So I whisked it on a really, really high speed for about 4 minutes, something like that. So I've got a metal spoon here. I'm just going to take a little bit at a time, and what I'm doing is I'm just going to fold it now into the egg whites. Okay, you don't want to just dump all of this into the egg whites because you would lose the fluffy texture of the egg whites. I'm folding it in one direction, as you can see. I'm not mixing, I'm just folding it. So I'm going to do that now until my egg yolk mixture is finished, and I'll show you what I do next. Now that's all folded in and it still has its fluffy texture. So I've got 2 greased, I've got 2 lined baking pans, baking sheets. I'm going to go over top of them just to make sure that this doesn't stick. I'm just going to go over top with a tiny bit of coconut oil on the top of the baking sheet, sorry, the baking paper. Even though they're lined, you just want to be extra, you know, sure, and protect the Cloudbread for when they bake, because you don't want them to be sticking together. Okay, now that that one's done, so that's my baking sheet here. I'm now going to swap over to the soup Play-Doh. I'm going to scoop some of my Cloudbread mixture and pour it in circular rounds on my baking sheet. Okay, you should see me do that now. And I'm using the base of the spoon to kind of smooth it out a little. Okay, so you should see what that looks like. So this pan will do 6. I think this mixture I've done will probably do 10. Hopefully, that's the plan anyway. Okay, so that's that batch done. That's how they look, and then they're going in the oven. So I'll show you what they look like, probably in pictures at the end. And I hope you guys see how easy it is. It's just basically getting the whisk right and making sure you put the ingredients in the right place and not mixing them up. Okay, so I'll show you what they look like at the end.
Rolling quickly and help stabilize the bite over rough roads. The aero profile.
So that's all finished now, and you can see that's how it looks. I have the other batch in the oven, 4 of them. I'm going to get one of these out just to show you. That's why I always say to grease the pan first. So that's it, underneath it's cooked properly. And that's baby, be quiet. And that's it. So you put obviously one like that, put your filling and all of that, and put another one on top, and that should make a really good sandwich bread. And that's it, finished.